So I wanted to share with you what you can do before bed in order to hit the next day running. And there are 4 key steps. But before I share these steps, I want to tell you a story. My entire childhood, I dreamed of being an all-American athlete. And I had the goal of doing it in both football and track and field. Now, track and field, I didn't decide that I wanted to be an All-American until I was actually in college. And it wasn't until about 6 months before the national championship that I decided I wanted to try a new event, which was the decathlon. Now, the decathlon has 10 different key events. And the challenge was I hadn't done some of those events. So I had a lot of making up to do before my 6 months at the national championship. One of those events was the pole vault. I had never done, so I had no clue how to do the pole vault. And experts say that the pole vault is one of the hardest athletic feats to tackle in sports. So I had a lot to catch up before 6 months was up. And what I decided to do was I was going to make every minute count in the day, specifically my evening routine. This is when I started to truly tap into preparing for the next morning. What I would do is I would watch a video, a highlight videotape of the best pole vaulters in the world and seeing them hit their personal best in the pole vault. Then I would actually lay upside down in my bed and do the movements that the pole vaulters were doing. I would act like I was running down the runway. I was putting the pole into the box and I was going upside down over the par, visualizing this and throwing my legs up in the air in my bed while I was watching this tape over and over again. I would do this for about 30 to 60 minutes a night for 6 months. Then the next morning, I would actually go to practice at 6 a.m. in the pole vault practice and implement the things I was dreaming about and visualizing the night before. Now, this story is important because 6 months later, I actually became an All-American athlete. After never trying the pole vault before these moments of actually implementing this process. And I credit it a lot to taking action every single day, but also having great coaching and this evening routine. Without this evening routine, I would not have been prepared for what was to come. So here are 4 key steps that I want you to think about for your evening routine. I want you to eliminate electronics that cause distractions the hour before bed. Now, for me, I had electronics because I was visualizing and repeating something I was going to implement the next day. So it's different if you're using electronics for that. But if it's distraction, if it's just news, or if you're just watching mindless TV, that's not going to support you and set you up to win the next morning to be successful in your goals and in your dreams. So eliminate distractions from electronics at least an hour before bed. And I like to put the phone as far away as possible so I'm not tempted to check it in the middle of the night or early in the morning. Gratitude is the second step, and it's huge for me. I practice gratitude first thing in the morning, middle of the day, team meetings, when I'm with friends, and at night. I always ask my girlfriend, what are 3 things you're most grateful for? And then I share 3 things I'm grateful for right after. For whatever reason, sharing gratitude and hearing someone else share why they are grateful brings perspective in your life, lowers your stress, brings you to a place of perspective so you can really appreciate that moment and give you that restful sleep that you need. Then I'm visualizing the day. This is step 3. I like to visualize, whatever that may be for you. Play a movie in your mind of how you want tomorrow to be. Create that visual representation of the interactions, of the steps you're going to take, the actions, getting clear on exactly what you're going to do. And then the 4th step is to create a list of the concrete action steps for tomorrow. When I am clear on what I'm doing tomorrow, when I have a schedule in place, then my mind isn't racing and questioning when I wake up, what am I going to do today? It's really focused on those key things that I want to do. If you do these 4 key steps, I guarantee you'll wake up feeling refreshed, motivated, and ready to go.